Alright, so we are here at the 160th anniversary of the Battle of Chickamauga reenactment. I'm here with Jason Summers and the rest of the 31st. As you can see, they're a little exhausted from battling 2 different battles today. So how was your skirmish from this morning?
The skirmish this morning, we were up at 5. We formed up at 6:30, so that means we had about an hour and a half to kind of get ready. Once formed up at 6:30, we were the 3rd company on the right wing of the 2nd Battalion. And we marched out. I think we took the field, we were looking at the timepiece, but probably about, the skirmish was set to start at 8, so we started staging at about 7:30. By the time we took the field, with the tacticals, there's no real clear plan of what's actually going to take place other than each side will maneuver and the other side will react. So when we took the field this morning, there was a lot of back and forth, give and take on the ground. And then I would say it kind of ended like a tactical draw, so to speak. But it's a good opportunity, especially being the first event at this event, the first scenario to play out. For us to get in the field, get the guys going. I wouldn't say drill, we're expecting to be drilled when we come here, but to kind of become familiar with the grounds that we're using to put the scenario on. It definitely made the scenario this afternoon much, much better.
So let us know, what kind of scenario were you guys doing at 2 o'clock? And you know, what part or what division were you guys in?
The afternoon scenario was Longstreet's Corps break through the gap. So at Chickamauga, we know Rosecrans is going to pull men from the center of the Union line to reinforce in other areas. What he does, inadvertently, what he does not realize he's done, is he creates a gap. Longstreet's men see this and immediately take advantage of it, and they push through that gap. And this is the undoing of the Union Army of the Cumberland at Chickamauga. This would be what causes the rout and retreat from the field. So today we tried to portray the Longstreet's Corps pushing through.
And then to the scenario for tomorrow is going to be the final battle? Or
tomorrow, yes. So tomorrow will be the assault on Snodgrass Hill. It's going to be George Thomas's defense of Snodgrass Hill, the Rock of Chickamauga. So we will, the idea is we will hit the hill that they have selected for that and try to recreate that and give a depiction of what that may have been like. If you come, you can expect to see heavy attrition on the side of the Confederates as we advance and try to take the hill. Try to give a realistic impression of that delaying and that a very effective defense that he made there. So it was a valiant effort on his part. It saved the Union Army in the West. So.
And what is your future events after this one?
So after this event this season, we're going to do a cowboy thing. We do cowboy days every year. So it's not Civil War, but we like to go have a little fun. That's something we'll do in October. And then we'll have two more events, one non-voted and one voted. The non-voted will be Scurum Creek up in Crossville, Alabama. And then the following weekend, that's the first weekend of November. The second weekend of November, we will be at Tallahassee. And we're not sure which side. We're thinking we're going to go federal for Tallahassee.
Federal, okay. And when you guys do federal, what impression do you guys do?
Usually we do the 20th Kentucky company out.
And then you guys are 31st, usually Alabama.
Yeah, 31st Alabama company out.
But you guys wasn't that during Gettysburg, right?
For Gettysburg, we fell in with the TMBI. We were the 5th Company and the 5th Battalion, and we portrayed the 10th Alabama, Company G. The Pope Walker Guards. They were actually mustered out of Jacksonville, Alabama, with William Forney being the original commander before he became colonel of the entire regiment. And he's actually one of the earlier presidents of the school, the normal school, that is now Jacksonville State University of Jacksonville, Alabama. So, and he was wounded at Gettysburg, but he did survive the war. And we wanted to pay homage to Jacksonville. A lot of us are from Jacksonville, so we chose their moniker as our identity, and very well. Enjoyed it.
And I'm sure you visit the Chickamauga battlefield. If you had to pick, what is one spot of the battlefield that you enjoy visiting most?
My favorite spot on the battlefield personally is to the name of it. It's not Snodgrass Hill. It's
Horseshoe Ridge?
I think that's the name of it. I think that's what it's called.
Right before you get up on the
Yes,
hill? Yeah,
yes.
so I think that's Horseshoe Ridge.
Yes.
Oh, okay.
I really enjoy that spot. I wouldn't say I have a particular favorite part of the battle, but I do remember reading Samar Watkins talking about it in Company H and his experiences after Chickamauga, specifically with them going back out onto the field at night with a widow, or a newly made widow, trying to locate her husband.
Okay.
And they knew he was deceased, and they did find him. He described the bodies as being piled up.
Oh, wow.
And the creek had turned red, just blood. So amazing the way he illustrates it and talks about it. So,
I guess the word Chickamauga stands up to its name, I guess.
it does, but it's not as bad as Franklin.
No, no. Are you guys going to do Franklin next year?
Yeah, we're planning to. Yeah, Franklin is a big one. Franklin will be the next series in the Atlanta campaign.
Yeah.
They try to put on one national event like this a year, so we did Chickamauga this year. We did Stones River the year before. Next year, actually no, we did 2 years ago. We did Perryville last year. So,
Yeah.
And then we'll have Franklin next year.
Franklin should be a good one.
Ironically, they're probably going to do it where they did Stones River outside of Murfreesboro.
Yeah. Well, hopefully they bring it closer than they did Stones River.
Yeah. Even so, it should be a great one. Well attended. So.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, I appreciate you taking time.
Oh yeah,
and
definitely.
interviewing. And
yeah, and it's the only time I get to wear the RD2, the Richmond Depot.
Okay.
I guess we did Longstreet's core, so I have that. Are you kidding me?
and destruction. But with that being said, you guys, we're going to go ahead and conclude the video. I appreciate you guys
Definitely, it's always a
interviewing.
pleasure. Sorry my voice is just about gone.
Well, yeah, you've been battling all day,
yeah.
so it's tiring. The rest of the guys are looking like they're ready to take a nap. So we're going to go ahead and conclude the video and let them get some sleep.
We appreciate you guys too.
Well, thank you.